Good morning and hello everyone. Myself PrayankVachhani and today I'm here to present on the topic Introduction to Cloud Computing. So let's get started with it. So let's start with the basic concept. What is cloud computing? So cloud computing can be called as a general term which can describe a class of network based computing that takes place over the internet. Basically it's a step on from the utility computing, a group of integrated devices and network hardware together to the internet infrastructure called a platform. So cloud computing is an umbrella term which can be used to refer internet-based development activities. A number of its characteristics define cloud data, application services, and infrastructure. Some basic concepts. So there are certain services and models which work behind the scene of cloud computing, which makes it more feasible and accessible to end user. So there are two types of working models for cloud computing. First is deployment models, and the second one is service models. Let's see the deployment models first. So what is a deployment model? A deployment model simply defines the type of the cloud, how the cloud is located. So the cloud can have any four types of access. It could be private access, public access, hybrid, or community access. So what is a public cloud? The public cloud is a place which allows system and services to be easily accessible to the general public. The clouds are usually less secure due to their openness. For example, email. Private cloud. So the private cloud allows their users and their systems and services to be accessible within an organization. It offers increased security because of its private nature. Compute Community cloud. So this community cloud allows systems and services to be accessible by any group of organizations. Hybrid cloud. So the hybrid cloud is a mixture of public and private cloud. However, the critical activities that are informed using private cloud, while the non-critical activities are performed using public cloud. So these were the all the four clouds which comes under the deployment model. Now let's see service models. So service models are the reference models on which the cloud computing is based. They are categorized into three basic service models, and these are infrastructure as a service, IaaS, platform as a service, PaaS, software as a service, SaaS. Let's start with infrastructure as a service. So, infrastructure as a service is the delivery of such a technology infrastructure on demand basis. It provides fundamental resources such as physical machines, virtual storage, etc. Some examples of infrastructure as a services are Alibaba Cloud, AWS, and so on. So, platform as a service. What platform as a service does is the runtime environment. It provides the runtime environment for the applications. The platform as a service also provides development and deployment tools. Platform as a service provides all of the facilities required to support the complete life cycle of building and delivering the web applications entirely on the internet. Some examples of it includes Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Cloud Foundry, Cloud Platform, and so on. Then the last one is software as a service. So the software as a service application provides services to end user. It is a software delivery method that provides licensed multi-tenant access to software, and its functions are remotely working. Usually built based on usage, usually multi-tenant environment, highly scalable architecture is provided by software as a service. Some examples of software as a service includes GitHub, Google Cloud, Office 365, Google Suite, and so on. So, what are the benefits of using the cloud computing? There are so many benefits. First one includes cost saving. So the companies can reduce their expenditure by a gradual amount if they start investing in cloud computing. This is a lower barrier to entry and also require fewer in-house IT resources to provide system support. Scalability, flexibility. So the companies that start with a small deployment and grow to a large scale, it becomes difficult for them to scale back. So the flexibility of cloud computing allows company to use their extra resources at peak times, enabling them to satisfy their consumer needs and their own demands. Reliability. So the services which are using multiple redundant sites can support business continuity and disaster recovery. The next one is maintenance. So the cloud service providers do the system maintenance, and access is provided through maintenance APIs that do not require application installations onto PC. Thus further it also reduces maintenance requirements. Mobile accessible. So the workers, so as we all know, mobile workers have been increased gradually. So mobile workers have increased productivity due to system accessible in an all infrastructure available from anywhere. So once we talked about the advantages, let's talk about some disadvantages of cloud computing. The first one is it requires a constant internet connection. So cloud computing is basically impossible if you cannot connect to the internet. Since you use the internet to connect both of your application and documents, if you do not have a working and stable internet connection, you cannot access anything, even your own documents. Stored data might not be secure. So with all the cloud computing, all your data is stored on the cloud. The question is, how secure is the cloud? It is like not that secure, and any unauthorized user can gain access to your confidential data if you don't place it right. Stored data can be lost. So theoretically, data stored in the cloud is safe, replicated across multiple machines. But on the off chance that your data goes missing, you have no physical backup of it. But put simply relying on the cloud puts you at risk if the cloud lets you down. So, what is the future of cloud computing? Many of the activities loosely grouped together under cloud computing have already been happening, and centralized computing activity is not a new phenomena. The grid computing was the latest research led on the field of cloud computing. However, there are concerns that the mainstream adoption of cloud computing could cause many problems to the users. Many new open source systems appearing that you can install and run on your local cluster. That's all for today's presentation from my side. Thank you.